Wow. I feel like my therapist. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I can't even take this seriously. This is not how I wanted this to go. I'm a little like discombobulated because this isn't where I normally film the videos I do, but I liked the lighting in here and I didn't want to film in front of my bed. And I don't know, I felt like this was good. This was good, and my camera is askew and I don't like it, so I'm gonna fix it. Still a little crooked, but you know what? I'm a little crooked in the best way. So you're probably wondering why I have a book in front of me and why I have makeup in front of me. Well, I will tell you. Today is going to be a get ready with me, but I'm going to do a tag at the same time because I figured, why not? It'll be fun. Let's ask some burning questions. I don't know why I threw down that pen. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing for a pen. Anyway, this tag is called the Too Much Information tag, or the TMI tag. And I don't know, I thought this would be fun. I don't have primer. Yes, this is called the Too Much Information tag. I thought this might be fun. And since I'm using my phone to record this video, I wrote down all the questions that I felt like would be interesting for me to answer today. Okay. Favorite color. My favorite color, I have to think about what my favorite color is, that's sad. Baby blue or sky blue. My favorite colors went through various stages. I believe it used to be pink and purple, but I really like sky blue and lavender. Sky blue and lavender. Last book you read. I just finished Girl on the Train, and it was amazing. I'm probably really late to the party where that book is concerned, but I hadn't read it until recently, and it was great. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. I read it in probably 2 hours. What is your favorite song? My favorite song is Always by Panic! At the Disco. I don't know what it is about that song that I love so much, but I'm a huge Panic! At the Disco fan to begin with. But that song just, I love that song. I can listen to that song on repeat until I die. Favorite flavor of sweet? I don't know why I wrote this question down because it's very confusing and I don't understand it. Moving on. When is your birthday? My birthday is June 4th, 1997. I am 22 years old and living my life. What is your zodiac sign? I am a Gemini. I am the two twins, which means I'm two-faced and you better watch out. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? You won't know because I'm a Gemini. Are you like what your zodiac sign suggests? I don't think so. I feel like I identify, or I feel like my personality is more like a Cancer, but my alignment with love and all that is aligned with Cancer. So I guess, yes, that makes sense. So I don't know, I would say, I want to say no, but some things online that I read suggest otherwise. Last time you kissed someone. This is sad. I'm actually okay with it. The last time I kissed someone was probably around a year ago. Cue the sad violence. I'm okay with it. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It is what it is. So yes, a little over a year ago was the last time I kissed someone that was not an immediate family member. At what age did you have your first kiss? I was 13 years old and he was gay. But that's a story. Ooh, that's a story. So when I was 13, I had a friend who had recently come out to me as gay. We hung out a lot, we were really close, and I was one of the first people that he ever came out to. I was super honored that he trusted me enough with that. But we were both in a show in middle school. It was Footloose. Anyway, and during curtain call, before we went out to bow, we always had this thing where we would pretty much touch noses, you know, wish each other luck and stuff like that. I never really thought of it as anything because I knew he was gay. So he told me I did a great job, and I was like, thank you, you did a good job too. And then he just leaned in and kissed me. And I was like, what? And this dude tried to use tongue and everything. I will never forget it. Later on, he said to me, so what do you think we should do about this? I'm like, what do you think we should do? Thus started my attraction to gay men. Unfortunately, that instance ruined our relationship. 13 is so hard to begin with, and when you're struggling with your sexuality and all that, it makes it harder. So I was another added layer of stress that he didn't want to deal with because of that. And I was really upset about that for a long time, and that's the story of my first kiss. So there you go. My second kiss was with a guy who's probably gay too. Guys, I need help. How do I break this? I can't date gay guys because they're not attracted to me. Anyway, let's continue. Same vein as kissing. Have you ever kissed for more than 2 hours consecutively? Can people do that? Usually if I'm kissing someone for 20 minutes, it leads other places. So I don't, sorry mom and dad. But wow, kudos to people who can just sit there and kiss for hours. That takes a certain kind of person and a certain kind of special skill that I don't have. Do you have any tattoos? If yes, what do they mean? I have 2 tattoos. I have one on my rib cage, on the left side of my rib cage. That was my very first tattoo. It is of a rose. There is no meaning to that one. It was literally just because I wanted a tattoo. But I do have another one on my left wrist. Rude! It says warrior in script, and then there's a heart, and inside that heart, it's a semicolon. And that one is super, super meaningful. And the placement was super important too. Yeah, I went through a really, really rough time for a long time. And up until about 2 years ago, I was in a dark, really, really dark place. And I got to the point where I felt super happy with myself. I am super happy with myself and super comfortable, and I'm really proud of how far I've come as a person, and that I managed to get through everything. And this is a reminder that even if things get rough again, I can get through it, and I'm strong enough to get through it. So that it was super, super important to me to get this tattoo. And I don't regret it. I don't regret either of my tattoos, honestly. So yeah. One of them is very meaningful, the other one not so much. If you could choose one Disney prince to marry, who would it be? I had to write this down because it was too perfect not to. Honestly, it's kind of a hard question because I don't feel like any of the Disney princes have personality, and that is super important to me in a person in general. And if we're talking about like looks and if we're gonna be totally shallow about it, I would say either Prince Naveen from Princess and the Frog or Prince Eric from Little Mermaid. My biggest turn off. My biggest turn off is cockiness, or like being really arrogant and full of yourself. That is a huge turn off for me. Entitlement. Honestly, I think the biggest one though is arrogance. I do not like someone who's full of themselves. I don't like someone who thinks that their shiz don't stink. I don't like those kind of people, and therefore I would say that is my biggest turn off. My biggest turn on is personality. I love someone who is not afraid to be themselves. I like someone who is not afraid to be goofy and silly, and because I like to be goofy and silly, so I feel like having someone who is like that is really, really important to me. Super big fan of open and honest conversation. I love that. Deep conversations are a turn on for me. So the next one is, have you ever been loved by someone you didn't love back? And have you ever loved someone that didn't love you back? I feel like love is a super strong word. I don't want to say that I've been loved by someone I didn't love back, but I would say that there have been people that have been infatuated with me that I just could not reciprocate. And there have been people that I have liked that didn't feel the same way about me back, which is life. You will meet many people who you are infatuated with throughout your life. Whether that is love is hard to say. I didn't write this down, but it was in the list of questions. The list of questions. Have you ever been in love? And for some reason, I really wanted to talk about this because I feel like love is a very, very complicated and strong word. I feel like you start off in any relationship, whether, anything, with there being a connection. Obviously, there has to be a connection between two people and an infatuation in a way. And I don't know, for me, it's always it's an attraction, but I wouldn't say that for me it's a necessarily romantic attraction. But it's an attraction. And I feel like it takes a while to get to the point where you're like, oh yeah, I'm in love with this person. I really don't know if I can say that I've ever been in love. I've been infatuated and I've liked people, but I don't think I even know for anything what love is. So yeah, I got really deep for a second there, but that's okay because I felt like it was necessary for whatever reason. Oh man, we're really coming down to the wire here because I'm not even halfway through. That's not true, I am halfway through my makeup. Oh my god, I think I'm on the last question. Let me play with my makeup a little bit and then I'll answer that. I don't want to rush myself. So let's talk about the makeup I'm using for a second. It is a makeup video and also a tag, but it is also a makeup video. So right now I am using the 2018 birthday palette by Kylie Cosmetics. And for my face, can I just say, I really want to say real quick that the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer is the best primer that I've ever used for my skin. I have super oily, really acne prone skin, and this just makes everything go away, and it's wonderful and I love it. The very last question on this list is, what is something you like to do when you're sad? What I like to do when I'm sad, I like to listen to music. I like to sing. I like to write. I find that writing how I feel on paper helps solidify that what I feel is valid. I like to, if it's a particularly nice day outside, I like to go out and sit outside for a little bit. It's always best, however, that when you are sad and when you're thinking a lot and when you're thinking about a particular situation that makes you upset, is to do something that takes your mind off that situation. So I will do literally anything and everything. I will read a book, I will go for a walk, I will listen to music. I like to just keep myself busy in that way. So yeah, guys, I've finished my makeup. We went through every question on the list that I wrote down in this cute little journal here. And yeah, and that's it. Guys, if you enjoyed this video today, please give it a big thumbs up, because that would mean a lot to me. I don't know what it does in the realm of the YouTube world other than give me satisfaction. But yeah, if you liked it, why not give it a like? Please subscribe if you haven't already as well, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever I post more. Hopefully I will post more stuff in the future. Halloween is fast approaching us, and I really, I think I say this every year, but I really want to get creative with it, and I really want to try new things that I haven't tried before in that aspect. And I want to try to film the looks I create this year. I want to do a whole like Disney princess inspired series, and I believe I have tried to do that before, but it never really worked out that way. But I feel more motivated now than I've ever been, and I am just ready to create more looks for the internet. My parents think I should be spending my time doing other things, but I enjoy doing this in my free time, so I'm gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see all of you in the next video.